Hey, so the last thing we're going to talk about is a big debate, which is how is information represented? So this is a big debate that pervades cognitive science, and it's about the extent to which our representations are propositional or symbolic versus non-symbolic or imagistic. So the question is, do we represent information with propositions? And as I mentioned before, propositions are sentence-like. They're not quite sentences, but they're kind of like sentences. And so the question is, do we represent information with propositions, or do we represent information with images, which would be imagistic representations? And in the first wave of cognitive science, the dominant view was that our representations were purely propositional and that we represent things in a propositional fashion. However, in the 60s and 70s, there was a lot of research showing that we probably represent things imagistically. We'll talk about this more in the lecture about this. But that's the whole idea is that if I wanted to represent the idea that the cat is under the table, right? I could represent it as a proposition, and that would be like sort of like a sentence. The cat is under the table. And so these are concepts that correspond to the cat and then the table, and then there's a relation which is under the table. So this is just a symbolic or propositional representation. But maybe I can represent the cat is under the table as an image. And in this case, this representation wouldn't be symbolic. It would be a non-symbolic representation. Okay, and that's all we're going to talk about for this lecture. Thanks.